traffic is worse where you live, I don't give a damn. I'm not there.
You were not
I'm
driving
in the
a U-Haul
Bay.
in that traffic.
Yeah, I was stuck. So I had to take the U-Haul back to Oakland, right? And I had to be back by 7. Of course, I was late. Usually, in a normal setting, right? You know, it's about 40 minutes to an hour. You know, I'm like, okay, hour and a half with traffic, I'll be good. 2 hours, 2+. Like 2
and then I'll
hours,
wear
15
on
minutes.
you. Every additional minute, it'll start getting under your skin.
Yeah, but, you know, we're Vit, you know. Oh, Code Man. I love Code Man.
Can you tell me about Code Man? Because I see a Pichu.
Yes, Code Man. So we played a set.
I've never seen one of these in, like, a legitimate environment, especially not in winners round of 512.
I played this fine individual in a set. I won the set with Fox. He cooked my Falco.
Wow.
He took a game off SJ.
Wow.
Real deal.
I mean, I believe that I would
player
lose.
I've ever seen.
Now, I've spoken to some of my
I know
family.
Swift, I think, plays Pichu, but I don't know Swift names. I don't know all the
I don't
Pikachu
see Swift
players.
entering.
I'm saying Code Man be in the trenches with Pikachu, so I got to give him best Pikachu I've ever played against. So.
But, you say Pikachu or you
or Pichu? My bad. See, that's how little this character is represented.
It is true.
Yeah.
I've never even heard these sound effects before. I mean, I have heard them before, but very rarely.
Yo, Pichu's tech roll is like
goes nowhere.
So bad. It's so bad. It's like, okay, it's like for if you can't RTC Pichu, bro, I don't know. you got all the time in the world, man. That shit is slow motion. And we got Jotinos, Falco player, you know. Shout out to my fellow birds out here trying to flock their wings. I always think of Falco in round 1 pools. Like, you ever seen those videos, like, in the wilderness of those little, like, the birds, like, the mama bird trying to teach their, their little kid how to fly.
Yeah.
And then, so you know that, what is it? Birds' bones are, like,
very thin,
very thin and hollow. So if they fall from, like, super high, they just get back up. That's how I think about, like, Falcos in these round 1 pools. You know, they're just jumping off a cliff, trying to fly, and then
they just fall.
Bam! They get right back up, go right back and try again. It's looking like Jotinos right now. You know, I'm not gonna lie. It's too many Falcos out here for it not to be. You know,
there's a lot of Falcos, that's for sure. I think because Fox is like the T-Rex, you know? Fox is like, you know, he's just the best. He's kind of undisputed. And you want to do something a little bit different, but you also want to be a top-tier character.
Yeah, I think Falco is in that, you know, when a player gets in that, you know, I love Falco because he's more cool. And so you see that a lot. And then as you progress, half the Fox fans I know are Falco fans. So you just say, yo, Fox is just better or something. Fox.
People really think that? Do you think that?
I mean,
Falco's good.
Yo, let's look at facts, bro. Was Leffen not a Falco player? Was Kalindi not a Falco player? Who else? I'm thinking, you know, Mango, you know, he be playing Falco, but hey, man, start getting 13th, you know, that Fox starts calling. That's all I'm saying, bro.
It's true. I mean, I can't argue with the facts.
I will say, I do think Falco's a good character. People think I like, because I point these things out, that I'm like thinking Falcon's bad. So I'm just stating facts.
Code Man is playing Pichu right now.
I mean, I'm telling you, Code Man is different. I wouldn't want to play Code Man in round 1 pools. That sounds awful.
Me neither.
Because you know that you get like option select low key. Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Absolutely, because if you win, nobody's going to care.
Right.
And if you lose, people are going to talk about it.
You're like, damn, you lost to Pichu, bro. Like, you need to
get better.
Right. It's tough.
But I don't agree with that take.
Yeah, I mean, you could just be good with Pichu. I think low key, this might be a hot take. I think you can get top 100 with like almost every character in the game. Probably
top 100?
Top 100. I'm not saying you can be best in the world. That is
that's a different story. That's a different story.
Gap.
Yeah.
But like, if I'm saying, yo, if I had to like have a goal of just being top 100 with a character, I think it's possible you can do it.
It's within the realm of possibility.
Yeah, I think you can do it like Bowser, Kirby, Pichu.
I would agree with that.
But I do think you cap it. Like,
it's going to be harder.
Yeah, once you get like 70, I think that's where shit starts getting too. I mean, even getting top 100 now, top 100 is just getting harder and harder. Shout out to everybody who made top 100 this year.
I mean, of course, it's got to be possible, but then you have to think about how much we know as a community and how much, you know, there's like hidden depths that nobody knows at this moment, but you can't expect just somebody to play Pichu and then unearth all the hidden tech that nobody's ever known.
Yeah, Pichu, you don't have many privileges when you play Pichu, but one of the privileges you do have is no one's probably never played this character. Most people, it's probably the first time they've ever seen that. You know, not counting like a random 3 a.m. set.
Yeah. You know, I've been telling people, you know, people who don't play Melee about Amsa and how, you know, he plays Yoshi. Yoshi's considered a bad character, and it's just remarkable that.
Well, I don't know about now.
But
Amsa changed that,
I know.
Yeah.
Exactly. But a lot of the time, people who don't play, their first reaction is like, oh, well, he must have an advantage because not a lot of people know Yoshi, and so, you know, they don't get the matchup, so you get to do gimmicky stuff. And I always want to be like, nah, not quite. If you've played this game for thousands of hours, like most of us have, you've played Yoshi. It's not like you've never played Yoshi. You've played Yoshi before.
Right.
Pichu, on the other hand, you may have played this game for thousands of hours and never played a legit Pichu.
Yeah, actually, that's facts. I think people, too, I do think that's people's way of, like, it's like an excuse a lot of the time.
Oh, true.
People hate what they don't understand.
People want to explain stuff and have an answer.
A lot of people don't bother to even play against these characters until they lose to them.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Myself included. I mean, I don't like playing. Yeah, I don't like what I don't understand either. I'm human.
Yeah, people don't think like this practice is real because it's not practical. Because like, okay, if you don't study this matchup, you only have to worry about maybe Codeman, right? As opposed to like the thousands of foxes that you have to play against. That was a crazy edge guard, by the way. Pichu is an adorable looking character.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Codeman have some classics. I think it's really cool to see just the Pichu at high level, you know?
If you're new to Melee, you may not have noticed, but Pichu is actually, there's like a trophy that explains the characters, and one of them says that Pichu was kind of designed to be like a joke character or a challenge character.
Right.
And one of the things you may notice happening is sometimes when Pichu does moves, they hurt themselves. They take percent just by existing and doing a particular move.
Yeah,
Any of the electric moves.
Reminds me of like, I don't know, another fight like a Dan or something.
Like Dan, yeah.
Yeah. He's just like intentionally made bad. It's kind of tough.
It is kind of tough.
Yeah, made you rap murder.
There's so many things where you wonder what the balance team was. No, you got to admit they did a pretty good job, as there's no strictly dominant character after however many years of play. They did a good job. I shouldn't complain about balance.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen like a Pichu ever like crack top 64 at a like crazy major, unless Codeman's done it. I don't know about it, but you know.
Do you know where Codeman's from?
Like Tri-State, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I know out east.
That is actually, it's just so, I don't know if the word's inspiring or what, but that somebody would fly across the country to bring their Pichu to this tournament.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's funny. Well, yeah. It's
wow.
Codeman.
Convincing.
Codeman cracked the code.
Clean Pichu play.
You know, I told you, man. Gelatino's, you know, just another bird that fell off the cliff. And,
trying to learn how to fly.
Yeah, it's just gonna go right back up that cliff and learn again.
This is the process.
Yeah, this is the process. You know, we gotta learn how to fly somewhere.